Well, they look alike and fly alike, but which one should you go out and buy? The Typhoon G or the Typhoon Q500 4K? Well, stay tuned to Videos by Andy, because coming up next, after hours of flying these two copters, I'm going to tell you which one you should go out and spend your money on. And that's coming up next, right here on Videos by Andy. Hey, did you like my ukulele playing? You know, I kind of like, when I was putting this together, I was thinking, you know, they look alike, they sound alike, they fly alike. And I was thinking, yeah, that sounds like the facts of life. And I know I'm not a great ukulele player. I've only been playing for about a month, but I got the chords for it and I figured, hey, let's have some fun. After all, this is Videos by Andy. This is not rocket science here. Well, I guess it is kind of like rocket science because we're flying copters, or some people say drones. Okay. So here's what we're doing today. In a moment, I'm going to tell you between these two units, the Yuneec Q500 4K and the Yuneec Typhoon G, which one, if it was me, I would spend my money on. And I'm about to give you that in a moment. Now, I'm going through all my notes and I'm looking at everything. And while I know the winner, let me just say one thing right up front, because I've gotten some emails on this. And I realize that when you're watching at home or on your phone or we're at Starbucks or wherever, you might not know this. First of all, I accept no funding whatsoever from any manufacturer. You see me reviewing a product, most likely I went out and bought it. Now, sometimes, I'd say most of the time, I just go out and buy it through a dealer or through Amazon or wherever, and this is through a wide variety of products. If it's an Apple product, I go online and buy it like everybody else. I did have a situation where, while I bought this one online, I had a situation, and if you remember the video I did about a month or so ago about cases, where I was planning on shipping this model to Colorado, and we had an issue that a case insert for a Pelican bag that I was going to ship this on a plane with me, the copter didn't fit in there. By the way, there's a link to that video right here. If you watch nothing else, watch the last 3 minutes, because I do have a pretty strong editorial to dealers on that. I was kind of in a bind, because at the last minute, well, I could either pay a fortune and have this thing overnighted to Colorado, where I've never flown before, and I had a lot of tests and a lot of video to capture there. I contacted Yuneec. I met them at Energon, and I contacted one of the marketing guys or product guys there, Mark. I said, he always said, hey, call me if you have any questions. Well, I had a question. Where can I buy one of these? I didn't want to buy another one of these. Where can I buy one of these, either in my home or where I was going in Boulder, Colorado? He goes, well, they're still in the warehouse. The dealers won't have them for a few more days. I asked a favor. Can I buy it from you? And can I pay for shipping and have you send it to my hotel? They said, you know, they'll allow me to buy them from them. It's not a habit they want to get into, but they understood my situation. I want to thank them for it. But this is not a freebie. There are times, in fact, I have a product review coming up that's an early product. It's a first run that a manufacturer did give me a loaner, but it will be returned. When that review comes up, I will surely disclose that, because my credibility is strong here. Anyway, without further ado, let me go in and tell you, if it was my money, which one I would buy between these two. And it's very simple. It's a Q500 4K. And let me tell you why. $1,400, this includes everything. You know, as I said, the batteries, the props, an aluminum case. It's not a shipping case, but it's a case that you can transport your car around. Well, this one is stripped down. Instead of the aluminum case, it has an inner cardboard box that has a handle on it. They did, you know, take the styrofoam up a bit. You know, it's a little bit better than what was in here. The price savings on this, the $500 price savings, is based on that you bring your own GoPro. Now, initially I was thinking, you know, that's cool. This is going to do really well. Because for $900, with all the millions of people who have GoPros, and maybe a small percentage of them are looking for a copter, you know, it's a good price to pay to get something that's like this. The problem is the user experience on the G is not like the 4K. And there's a number of reasons. On the GoPro, and I use the GoPro Hero 4 Silver. It has the back on it with the LCD where I can do the controls. So I figured, okay, I could pop it in. In worst case scenario, I could use the controls. Well, that doesn't work, because on this copter here, as soon as you plug in your GoPro, you have to hook it up to this little adapter. I hope you can see that. It's a little tiny, it looks like a micro USB adapter. Understand it's an HDMI adapter. It's how the video gets, you know, out of the camera into your ST10 Plus controller. And as soon as you connect that, then you lose the data or the LCD info, the picture, and the controls on the back of that. So that means that you have to control your camera settings using this little itsy bitsy LCD. I know that camera's gonna go out of focus. It's not good doing that. Here, I'll show you how small this LCD is. There. Now you see it, now you don't. My thumb covered it up. And let me tell you, it's hard to see, it's hard to read, it's hard to navigate. That's why I got the one with the LCD back, because that way I can change camera settings when I'm using my GoPro on the fly. Now you say, aha, but it's GoPro. You just simply turn on the Wi-Fi and you use it with your iPhone, Android, whatever device. GoPro has really good apps, and they do have good apps. But here's the problem. Even if I start off with the Wi-Fi on here, as soon as I put the connector in, then I lose all other controls of the GoPro from there. I can basically, now I will tell you that when I'm on the ground, when I first get started, of course, I can see the image through here. But it kind of ends at that. I can turn on the recording, because you want to make sure that you turn the Wi-Fi off on the GoPro, and it's clearly in the Yuneec instruction book, before you fly, because you know why? This thing uses Wi-Fi too, it's a Copter. You could have some conflicts there. You don't want conflicts. Conflicts when you're flying a device with spinning blades is not a good thing. So what happens, you say, okay, well, I just go back to the app and turn on the Wi-Fi. It's not that easy. You can't reactivate the Wi-Fi once it's deactivated without, in my case, I had to either navigate this tiny menu, and I counted, I think it was 14 clicks. I had to go through, turn the Wi-Fi on to be able to change a setting. So something that I could go to this Copter on, that I could change right here from this controller in a nanosecond. It was an experience here. It was a pain in the butt. And then you got to take the camera off for charging. And now let me answer a question on that. No, the Yuneec Copter does not charge a GoPro. Separate batteries, that's another thing, another cable. It's not a big deal, it's USB cable. Or extra batteries you got to carry around. When you want to take your SD card, you got to take the camera off the mount. It's a pain. Now, here's what I'm going to do. Let me go on and do my little move that I'm being known for. I'm going to give some room on the table. Okay, now that we know that that one's out of the picture, let's go on and give some room, and let's talk about this just for another minute, and let me tell you what I'm doing from this point on. If you already have a GoPro, and you're just going to put up and fly, if video, and the GoPro does give you a good image, I'm getting what I think is a better image from here and more features. And oh, by the way, there's something else I need to tell you. On the GoPro, while the video does come through here, when it appears on here, it's stretched out of proportion. It's distorted. Somebody forgot a code or two of algorithm, at Yuneec when they were programming this for the GoPro. So it's, that's just kind of annoying. Well, on here, the aspect ratio matches the side of the screen. There's just a whole bunch of little things that came up, but it was the annoyance features that bothered me more than anything else. I'll tell you, it flies great. The Typhoon G that's now mysteriously on the ground, by my doing, it didn't fall on the ground. It flies just as well as this. It's just as responsive, the whole bit. It's all about the camera and the camera controls. So if somebody's looking for a Copter that has a camera on it and the camera controls are not that important, you're not going to worry about turning the Wi-Fi on and off. That it is a good value. But for me, if you're buying something because you want to shoot some good video and have a good time at it and a very smooth experience, go from there. Now, let me tell you what I'm going to do. And I'm going to put this web address up there because I spent a lot of time on this story. I'm going to put this up. You ready? 1, 2, 3. videosbyindy.com/Typhoon. Is it that way or is it that way? It's down here below the screen someplace. That's done in post-production. I don't have a sign here. Okay. On this page, what I've done, I started to write my review, because when I do my videos, I also write up my reviews, because sometimes it's easier when you want to refer to something to have the text. Well, I was trying to figure out how to do this, and I didn't want to spend too much time on the Typhoon G. I kind of put together what I think is a real detailed overview for anybody who's looking at Q500. A lot of questions are asked there. I also put in the negatives, the things I don't like about this Copter, in hopes that Yuneec or other manufacturers are going to see from at least this consumer's eyes the things that we like and the things we don't like. Again, it's right there at that length. So now you know, if you're going to go out and purchase a new Typhoon, if that's what you want, my recommendation is go with the Typhoon Q500 4K. It really is a good Copter, great tech support. There's a lot of positives to say about it. And granted, you know, your mileage may vary. I've had really good experience with it. It's safe, it's stable. It's not a Phantom. It's slower. I think it's steadier. I think the video results on the Phantoms that I've used, that this is equal to, if not better, and for a product that's in the same price range. So that's it for now. Remember, you know, okay, let me tell you the Facebook thing. You want to be notified of my new videos, and as you know, I crank out a lot of them. The easiest way to be notified, of course, you can subscribe to us on YouTube, and that link will be up in a moment. Go to facebook.com/videos by Andy and simply like us. My method is, when a video is uploaded to YouTube, I write a companion story, put it on Videos by Andy. Then I go to facebook.com/videos by Andy. And I put just a paragraph up there that if you're interested, it's there. There's no spam, no advertising, and if you're a member of Facebook, and who isn't these days, it's just a really easy way to stay in touch. And also, they have a really good comment system. If you've got, you know, those type of things, you know, no need to send me PMs. Put your questions out there for us to see, because maybe we can help each other answer them. So that's it for today. I was really hoping this video was going to be shorter, but hey, it is what it is. For videosbyandy.com, I'm the Gadget Guru Andy Parr, and I'll see you online and in the air.